I probably did a little pant pooping here and there.
I'm falling in love with it.
Jones in for some chocolate milk at 11 p.m.
Immaculate.
Man, I really don't want to touch Spider-Man's crotch.
I love women, but I hate kids.
Now I'm unemployed.
Kind of mid.
This is a slippery slope, man. Yo.
A singular Lego. I don't know why this is on my desk, but this is what I'm great. This is my yay of the day.
Okay, let's start off there.
The singular 1x4 blue brick. Greatest Lego piece of all time.
Let's do it. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 20 of the Ram Talk Podcast. My name is Tacen. Alongside me, as always, via the power of the internet, my good friend and co-host, Matthew Jepson. Matthew, how are you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing?
In a fighting mood today. I'm good. And alongside Matthew and myself, he's actually on the bottom of us because that's fitting. Andrews is back on the podcast for the first time in 4 months, baby.
Feels good to be back. I feel like this is my second home. Probably because I'm in my home. But, second one for real.
Yeah. The Zoom call is always different, for sure.
Hey, man, anyone's welcome here in the home of the Random Talk Podcast. So thanks for joining us, Anders.
We've always said that. Also, quick little shout out. Today's November 7th. If you haven't, get out and vote. Get out and register to vote.
Vote for Anders, President of the United States of America.
Vote for Anders for everything. He's running for all of the positions.
If I run for enough, I'm sure to win one.
Bro, let's put your name on the ballot.
Let's do it. It's already on there. What do you mean?
Put my name on the ballot while I live in Denmark. And then I'll be the president of Saratoga Springs from Copenhagen.
That would be lit.
Ooh,
making history right there.
It's true.
Let's do it. All right. Well, yeah, go out and do that. And we are back for the first time in about a month since season 3, episode 19 dropped. Great episode, by the way.
Great episode.
It's called one of our best.
I've actually listened to it at least 12 times.
One of my favorites. It's very goofy.
Anders been on so many airplane rides that he has no choice but to put on repeat.
That's all I have downloaded. I have it downloaded thousands of times just to make sure, just in case I lose it.
It's a safe bet. It's a really safe bet. I mean, Random Talk, I've always felt has been super reliable. Never missing time when you need them. Anyways,
never misses a week when we
nope. So we're back. Matthew, what's your excuse? Where have we been for last month? What do you have to say?
Okay. Let's just say
this is a Matthew podcast, by the way.
Fall break went on a little bit too long.
Break got a little.
Well, we went to St. George. That was awesome. And then every time we try to record, we're like, nah, this sucks. So we don't record. And then we just wait till the next week until we're here. Want to add?
Wow.
So somewhere out there are a couple of really bad episodes waiting to see the light of day. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. We've been stuffing bad episodes under the rug since like literally season 1, episode 2. So
then we decided this season that we're just not going to post them because we don't want to look bad.
Yep. Anyways, been a bit busy last month, but we're back. Anders, you have not been on the Ram Talk podcast in the last month, or the month before that, or the month before that, and maybe the month before that. Where have you been, man? What you doing?
Well, you see, I've been a busy guy. I've built some Legos. I've visited McDonald's a couple times.
Just a couple of times. Remember when we went to the Lego store, and then you're you're gonna buy that one set, then you bought the other set.
Yeah, I was like, Matthew, come to the Lego store with me so I don't buy more than one set. And then Matthew did not do his job. I bought 2 sets. And
I'm like,
I don't regret it.
Anders went to go pick up the thing he already bought, and then he saw another one, and he's like, "Yo, should I buy that?" I'm like, "Hey, man, it's your money."
Bro, that's
And
not.
I
Don't let me
did
buy another
fine.
one. That's not how you do that.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
Well, in Matthew's defense and my defense, I went to buy the Lego typewriter, an extremely rare set that
Mhm.
had it on hold for me. I walk in there. What do they have? The Lego DeLorean from Back to the Future. This set was selling for 8 times market value on StockX. How could I pass up this opportunity? I
You
wanted
could.
it so bad. I could have, but I didn't. And now it's right there. You can't see it because my background's blurred, but you can believe me.
But
Oh,
you can believe.
I was there, man. That's
Yeah.
is there any unfinished Legos you haven't built yet?
Yeah, I'm currently
'Cause
building. Oh, get ready.
Bro, that's
This
right.
bad boy. It's big.
I
It's
love how
the
you were so
Razor
ready to
Crest.
whip that out. That's awesome.
It's because I'm actively building it and it's sitting on the box back here. But that set is the biggest set I've ever built.
What is
Well,
it?
I haven't built it yet. They're like the Razor Crest from Mandalorian. And it was more
Sounds
money than I'm
big.
willing to disclose.
Go DM
Hey,
Andrew.
just know that Anders is big balling out here. That's all we gotta say.
I used to be. Now I'm unemployed. Because I quit my job because I thought I'd be in the MTC by now. But here we are, not in the MTC. So
I'm gonna get you
I'm
on as many times as possible this month.
twice a week.
Yeah, we're making up for the month we missed.
New upload schedule. We're going twice a week. Andrew's gonna be here every day.
Let's go. I'll
And
just
then
live
we're
at
doing
Matthew's
live stream
house.
building Legos,
Yes. Let's go. And playing Minecraft.
playing Minecraft.
And going to
complete
McDonald's.
Rent Talk rebrand right now.
Yes. We need to get the neon sign and put it in the McDonald's. I mean, record a McDonald's episode like we talked about
Yep.
that one time.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's do
For
it. I'm so down.
Easy.
That McDonald's trip, by the way, did produce the most viral clip in Random Talk history because I posted that clip of you doing that laugh on the episode. And it's our most viewed TikTok as of right now. So go check it out.
Wow.
I was just watching that episode yesterday.
It's not by a wide margin by any means, but hey, number one is still
it's super wide.
That is all. And that's all thanks to you. So appreciate the clap.
Thank you. I just needed to get my laugh the exposure it deserved.
Yeah,
I've been perfecting it for years.
It was a hit. People loved it. People loved it for sure.
Bro, you know what else is a good hit? My Puma Pants joke lands every time. Every time.
Okay, would you like to tell it?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm gonna have to stand up for this, but
all right.
You know when you're little, Anders, you're not potty trained yet.
Of course.
So you like poop your pants. Or were you mature enough to, hop?
I mean, I probably did a little pant pooping here and there.
That's right.
Dabbled in the art of pooping.
The art of pooping, busting a grumpy in the old
the Panchalutis.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, let me say.
Oh, hey, check out season 1 episode or another end of podcast. I accidentally pooped my pants today. Say I Puma Pants. You see it? Puma Pants. I know. Hold the applause, hold the laughter. Stand-up comedian Matthew lands every time. Okay,
what?
Applaud for me now.
That joke is very cat-like in the sense that it always lands on its feet for sure.
There we go.
I think so. I think that might have been the best joke I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah, same.
This would be like one of the moments where my grandkids are like, "What defined you?" I'll be like, "Well, when I was on the Random Talk podcast, season 3, episode 20. Check it out, by the way."
Yeah, I think your grandkids asking you that question.
Plugs the pod to his grandkids in 50 years.
Your grandkids are they want to know about your life, man. What the
Dude, I'm an intriguing fella. Well, it's because this changed me so much. Also, in 50 years, I'll be 69. That's hilarious. I just realized that. Sorry.
That wasn't on purpose, but that is pretty nice.
That's hilarious. I love that. It's a funny number.
Dude, come back for the Random Talk season 3 50-year reunion.
Yes.
This is where we just make a bunch of 69 jokes the whole time. For 69 minutes, probably.
Bro, when we went to the Jazz game, Anders had to take a picture of the score every time it got to 69.
Yep, that is funny. And then with the freaking second one, the one against the Rockets, we went from 68 to 70. It was so sad. Or maybe it was 67 to 70. I was like, come on, just make a layup. It was so much funnier.
Screws, man, we're too good. I don't know.
Did you guys hear me when they announced the refs at that game?
No.
So this was not my proudest moment, but it was one of the funniest things that
What doesn't define you?
What defines you, Grandpa?
So when me and Matthew went to the opener against the Nuggets, there were 3 referees, 2 African American and 1 Caucasian. The Caucasian ref sucked. She also happened to be a woman, and I'm not like, her calls were really bad. Matthew was like, why does this woman ref suck? And I was like, just call her the white ref so you don't seem sexist. Anyway, we then proceed to go to the Rockets game, and it's 3 African American men. And I immediately go, woo! No! And not even thinking anything of it. There's a dad in front of me with his wife and 3 daughters. He looks back at me, and he is laughing so hard.
Bro, I thought I'd be like mad at you.
No, he was laughing. He was like, he looked at me and he was chuckling, dude. And I could see his wife was pissed at him because he thought it was funny. And I did not mean to say it so loud, but it just came out. And Brock was crying, dude. Brock was like laughing so much.
Oh my gosh.
It was freaking hilarious.
I do want to say, when we went to the home opener, I was like, dang, the woman ref really sucks. I was like, yo, this is awesome. We love women in sport, equality. But come on, man, like you gotta.
It has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. It just has to do with the fact that her reffing was not the most fantastic in that particular day.
We love
but
women.
It was just funny to make the joke to make Matthew uncomfortable. I mean, I would never do that. That'd be rude.
I would like to come out and say, on behalf of Random Talk, we love all women, but
it's true.
Don't vote for Anders anymore. Don't vote for him.
The thing about that is, sports fans are just naturally inclined to hate any referee, no matter who they are, what they look like, especially when a team they really care about is involved, you know what I mean? And so I'm not saying that was what was happening. I mean, maybe they just were really blatantly terrible calls. I was not there, but yeah, that is unfortunately devastatingly hilarious. And shout out to women. Anyways,
we love women.
We love women.
Yes, we do very much. And so at the Jazz game we went to, I found that some of the calls were pretty atrocious as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a slippery slope, man. I'm just gonna skip on down the line. Anyways, man, we haven't uploaded in a month. That sucks.
Facts.
All right. So we shout out the refs, man. Let's shout out some other people. Because
tell you what, shout out to the refs for staying involved with the game that they love and trying their best. Goodbye. We're done.
Trying their best not to blow the whistle. I'm just kidding. But we've run into a lot of interesting people recently.
We have.
So we're gonna bring out rapid fire shout outs back on the show. So let's shout these people out. Anders, I don't know if you have any people you want to shout out.
We can't like just tell stories anymore. It has to be like a segment. Like it has to be like its own little thing. Not even just like, we went here and met this guy and he was cool. It's like rapid fire shout outs. Anyways,
we did start that segment a while ago, last season. So it's back. We're bringing it
everything
back.
We did in season 2 is good enough to come into season 3. Hey yo, yeah, where do you want to start, Matthew?
Well, let's start with Neptune Park.
Can we start with Duke?
Yeah, let's start with Duke.
Sick.
I love Duke.
So
True story.
Matthew and I were playing basketball, and this little kid who's probably like 5 years old comes up to the basketball court with his little soccer ball, and he like starts shooting around on one of the smaller hoops. And Matthew, he works with kids, so he's very naturally inclined to younger people.
As you will.
And so Matthew's like kind of like starting to talk to him a little bit, and like like encouraging him when he like tries to shoot or whatever. And eventually, I don't even know how this happened, but eventually we decided that we needed to play a competitive match in terms of Matthew and this kid. His name's Duke, by the way. Matthew and Duke were going to be on a team.
You don't know his last name, so we're calling him Duke University.
I assumed that his last name was probably University. It's a pretty common one nowadays. And so, anyways, it was Matthew and Duke University against Tacen, and I mean, it was probably like one of the most memorable games of my life. Not for like my performance or anything,
bro. Duke was talking trash. This
Duke,
guy was like
Duke was a menace. Duke was actually a menace. He's kind of like that pesky little guy. Like think of, I mean, for those of you who are aware, think of like your Jose Alvarados and your Patrick Beverleys of the world. Like he's just a pest.
This is an NBA podcast now.
A thorn in my side. Welcome to the Take Flight podcast. And so, anyways, the only thing I want to shout out, and maybe Matthew, you can bring up another aspect of it if you want. The only thing I want to shout out is when you're playing against someone who is so much smaller and younger and respectfully inferior, you kind of tend to go easy on them, right? But there was this one moment where we were playing like a full court game, but it was like half, if that makes sense.
The side hoop.
Exactly. We were playing full court on the side hoop, so it was basically half court. And so at one point, Duke gets the ball over by my hoop, and he's going back over to his hoop. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Matthew's like, I believe he says to me like, "Yo, like go block him or something." Because like this whole time,
I was like, "Yo, Tacen, it would be funny if you swat him out of the air right now."
And so, like before this, the whole game, I'm just like, I'm trying to be nice, and I'm like putting my hands up, but not really like doing much. And so this time, I mean, shout out to LeBron James in the 2016 NBA Finals Game 7, like chase down moment. I see Duke going, and like something just clicks in my brain. I was like, I'm sending this one back to Lehigh or whatever. So I go right up on him, and I just give him the nastiest like block of my life, bro. It was hilarious. Set that thing into the 7th row.
Shout out to Tacen bullying children.
Yes, man. I love women, but I hate kids, man. Like I'm gonna 100%. Like I'm gonna put that out there. Like I will not go easy against your children. It is really hard for me. I am.
Yeah, he was holding it in the whole game, bro.
I was doing good. I think it was really hard to not just turn into Hassan Whiteside out there.
Duke was talking trash every time Tacen missed a shot. He's like, "You still haven't scored."
He was like, "It's 18-7. You're losing." It was probably like 4-5 at that point. But
changing the score
naturally, as children do, just giving himself all the points. And so, anyways, proud moment for me. Just absolutely humiliating.
It was hilarious. It was so funny.
That is funny.
Matthew, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about Duke.
No, just from my angle, because I didn't.
That was like a highlight of my week. Bro.
I passed it to Duke, and he's going in transition. I'm like, "Duke, go for it, man." I'm sitting back, playing defense just in case Tacen comes and dunks it on my face. And so, but then Tacen starts running. I'm like, "Oh, he's not gonna get there," but he gets there and just swats out in the air. It was hilarious.
Keep in mind, I'm an athletic freak, man. I can always get there.
Wilt Chamberlain who? Or like Tacen?
Literally, Wilt Chamberlain, I'm his favorite player.
Nice.
And so anyways, that was really fun. Also, same park, same day, same quirky kids.
10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. Some guy comes up with like a skateboard and like a tripod and his cell phone, and he like sets up the tripod and he like starts to record something. And Matthew, like I just mentioned before, is just the most outgoing conversational guy ever in the world.
Well, yeah, that's not true on most occasions. Like I'm very to myself, but like he's got a tripod. I'm like, oh, he's probably filming a cool video or something. So I want to talk to him about filming. And I'm like, yo, what are you filming? And then he says, I guess you can continue this. I don't
Oh,
really
well,
not
sure.
story
Okay.
behind this.
So Matthew was just like, because he's a photo video kind of guy. She was like, yo, like, what are you filming or whatever? And this guy is like, oh, so I actually I'm doing like a 360 kickflip every day for a year. And he's just merging them all together into like this 9-minute video. And at that point, it was like November 1st. And so, he'd made it a solid 11 months. And so he was just like setting up to do his thing or whatever. And like, I thought that was really cool. He's like, yeah, do you guys like skateboard or anything? And Matthew was like, nah, but I got some friends that are into it.
I'm like,
Which
I don't
friends?
really know anyone.
Full disclaimer, Matthew has no friends that skateboard, aside from Isaac, who is known to occasionally hop on a longboard and do his thing. But I just thought that was really funny. And so this guy was just really cool. He just like set up and did his thing. And, I think it took him a couple of tries, but he got it. He got what he needed and he headed out. It was cool, man.
Yeah, so shout out to him, shout out to Duke University.
I got a story, a shout out if you guys are prepared for it.
Bro, please.
I've had 2 encounters since my last appearance on here with, well, actually I've had a lot more than that, but 2 in particular,
in 4 months.
2 very cool Uber drivers
Okay.
in foreign areas that I have met and talked to. So the first one, I don't know his name. It was probably Juan or Jose, because I only had Juans and Jose's as Uber drivers in Mexico. And we took like at least 15. Every single one was named Juan or Jose. It was actually quite remarkable. So Juan or Jose, who knows? But we get in the car. He picks us up from Costco, because we, of course, we're at Costco in Mexico. What else is there to do there? It's me, Isaac, and JJ. And we have water, muffins, all the goods. He pulls up in this tiny little car. Tiny, like, and this is a big man. Like, not like he's like built. Like, he's like, he could beat me up pretty good if he wanted to. But luckily, he was a kind guy. But he gets out of the car, opens his trunk, we shove everything in there, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, Isaac's in the passenger seat, and me and JJ are in the back. We're talking to him on the way there. He's super funny. He has a very interesting accent. Everyone there has the same accent because they all speak Spanish. This guy's accent not the same. So we ask him, bro, what's the scoop? And he's like, so my dad's a French man, my mom's an Italian woman. We moved to Mexico, and I speak English. He speaks Spanish, French, Italian, and English. 4 languages. He's been to France, he's been to Italy, he's been to Spain, he's been to Mexico, he's been to America. He knows everything. He's given us the rundown. He's telling us the story of his parents' immigration. It's amazing. And he's lived in Cabo for the last 15 years. And also proceeds to tell us, makes just many funny jokes, gives us the rundown, and helped us plan our whole thing. So shout out to Juan or Jose in Mexico, in Cabo. You got 5 stars. I gave you a 100 peso tip, which is more than it costs to go on the ride. Wow. That's like $5. It's not that much. Oh. But probably best Uber driver I've ever had. Quite the man. The second story.
Shout out Juan, bro, or Jose.
Either one. The second story, though, your mind's about to be blown. Are you ready for this? So as you guys know, and probably actually don't know, I recently was in Houston because I had to go there for some reason for my Denmark stuff. And I took a nice long Uber ride from the airport to the consulate. It's approximately an hour. And I had a cool guy I can't remember his name, but I think I told you about this guy, Matthew. Yeah. But he was from Iran. He was a refugee from Iran, and he lived in Houston for like 40 years. But he told me the craziest stories about him living in Iran and growing up there, and then barely making it to America. And now he's an Uber driver. And the best part about it, I talked to him about my mission. He was like, "Why are you here?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this for my mission." And he was like, he had no idea what I was talking about. But at the end of the ride, he just goes, "Anders, I want you to know I'm very proud of you because you're making a really hard decision and it's going to make your life better." And I was like, "Thank you so much. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but you just told me how proud of me you are." I
My
felt
dad
so
never
loved in
says that
that
to me
moment.
anymore.
Dude, it was crazy. I was like, this is the coolest guy. I just felt I just felt welcomed, you know.
Facts.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Quickest shout out ever. I actually have a third Uber guy that's super cool. It was the guy after that. He drove me back to the airport and he had a whole dog in his car. Like this big old dog. And his dog was the chillest man ever. And he was literally in the passenger seat and he just hung his head over like this and was like just looking at me and like just had his tongue hanging out. And I was like, "Hey there, buddy." And he was just vibing. It was pretty lit. Anyway, Uber
So,
drivers are cool
have you ever
sometimes.
had like,
Sometimes they're lame.
yeah, have you had an Uber where you like gave him 1 star? Or did
No, I have had one Uber driver that was like pretty mean though. There's in Mexico as well. He was also named Juan and Jose. Uh, but we had 4 people, and technically you can only have 3 unless you get a big Uber. And
Uh,
they were like, he was like, "No, you guys can't all come in my car." And we were like, we were like, it doesn't make a difference. Like one of us was going to sit in the passenger seat anyway. It's just putting another person in the middle. And so instead, because like Isaac and Aaliyah had gone home on their own, and so it was me, Brock, Emily, and JJ. And then we had to take 3 Ubers instead of 2, which was lame. But that's the worst experience I've ever had. So I don't
Dang.
know.
So
It's pretty.
Andrew's Uber resume is pretty spectacular. Not gonna lie.
I've never Ubered anywhere close to home, only in random places like Houston and Cabo. That's all of them actually that I've
Those
Ubered
are
before.
pretty random.
pretty random.
Yeah,
And we here at Random Talk, we know random. Let me tell you that.
it's true.
Well, I love that. Shout out to all the Juans and all the Jose's. You guys are legends. Matthew and I, the other day, yesterday, day before,
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
Day before.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, Matthew and I, we went to go play basketball, and afterwards,
Not with Duke University this time.
not
Oh
Duke
man.
University. Instead, we went to North Carolina. Anyways, we so we played basketball, and okay, it was like 20 degrees outside, and so your boy wore sweatpants, and so for some reason I didn't like, they were really like loose at the bottom, and I didn't want them to like restrict me in some way. I don't know. And so I like tucked them into my socks. Only thing about my socks is they're my super cool, super dope, fresh Toad socks from like Super Mario, you know, little mushroom guy. As if that whatever. And so anyways, I was wearing these Toad socks with my sweatpants tucked into them, and I just like completely forgot about that aspect of life.
After basketball.
So after basketball, we went to go McDonald's as we always do.
Can we first talk about like the difference of Chick-fil-A workers and McDonald's workers? It's crazy, dude.
But I was at McDonald's
Really good
yesterday and
at
Chick-fil-A today.
Yeah.
I
Whoa.
worked at both too, back to back actually.
Wow.
And the
Anders knows.
Andrews knows,
Yeah.
bro.
different. It's
No
different.
one like told. They're like, all right, have a nice day or whatever. But none of the McDonald's people said that to me. I was very
Nobody told Matthew to have a nice day, and so he didn't, because he
Really?
relied.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were in the drive-through, and I like jokingly was like, "Yo, I'm not trying to get a chalky milk right now because it sounded banging." I ended up not. But there's a gas station right next to the McDonald's closest to my house, and so Matthew was like, "Yo, let's just pop over there and get a chocolate milk," and I was like, "Sick." And so we go and do that.
This is
and
probably what, like 11 o'clock?
yeah. So we're well, yeah, because it was daylight savings. It was whenever that
Yeah, we were
switched.
trying to figure out.
That wasn't until 2, but you know, still. And so anyways, we go over and pop into the gas station, and the cashier, great at his job, very amazing, made me feel wonderful. Hey yo.
Very interesting.
we had walked in and we were like just walking straight back to the coolers to get the chocolate milk, and we had walked past him and he just called out. He was just like, Todd. And I was like, this guy thinks I'm Todd. and so I turn around, I'm like, what's up, man? How are you?
Johnny.
Listen, I could have misheard it, Matthew. I don't know where you heard, but I thought he said, how's Anthony doing? And so I
did not hear that at all.
This guy thinks I'm this guy named Todd with a friend named Anthony, with a mutual friend named Anthony who's not doing too well. I don't know, or maybe he is. I don't know. And so I'm like, I don't think we're thinking of the same person, man. And he was like, no, like on the back of your socks it says Todd. And I was like, what? And so I looked down, and after all the playing and walking, whatever, my socks had become quite scrunched and like disheveled or whatever. And so I looked down and like, you totally couldn't see the A in the word Toad. Like my socks mad said Todd. And I was like, oh, that's great. And so that's
no, because remember that the customer, he was about to check out.
Oh yeah.
No, it says Toad.
Yeah.
Customers, they got taken back.
That guy saved my life there.
Odd.
And so
Odd.
it was just a weird thing to shout. Anyways, and so Matthew and I secure the chocolate milk, and we're like going back up to the register, and he said
at this point, like I think he's got an earpiece in, so I think he's on the phone.
Oh yes.
So we gotta take our time, not going straight out, because we don't want to like disrupt him. It's kind of awkward. He just called us Todd. We're just buying chocolate milk at 11 p.m. Like it's kind of goofy all night. and then but before that, did you remember what he said?
Yes, I do. I thought
he's on the phone.
Say.
Okay, yeah. he's on the phone. We're like the only ones in the store because the other guy checked out and he went out. And then all of a sudden, he's like, man, I really don't want to touch Spider-Man's crotch.
Which
out of nowhere.
Which is funny because we had as little context in the moment as we do now telling the story back. But also, I said this in the moment, but shout out to season 2, episode 33 called Showering with Spider-Man, because I do want to be doing that. Ayo.
I feel like I'm on the same page as the cashier. Maybe like Captain America's, but not Spider-Man's. I don't know.
I get you.
Probably because it's Tom Holland and he's British.
Anders hates women and British people.
I like joking about not liking British people. I think it's really
Anders
funny.
hates women. He thinks all Mexican men are called Juan or Jose.
Whoa!
People.
Whoa! Okay, the last one's true.
Anders will never be returning to the Random Talk podcast.
Whoa! I don't hate women.
Anders.
I made a joke about that woman ref. If it was I should have said no white people, because that would have worked too. That would have been funny. I take responsibility for that. But I love women.
Be better.
I will. And all Mexican people. I met one named Dom one time.
Shout out.
Mexico. He was cool.
Let's go.
Dominic.
So yeah,
so there's Juan, Jose, or Dom.
So this cashier, this guy's great. I don't know his name. I want to just call him Todd because that's
name's
hilarious.
Todd.
His name is honorarily Todd. And so, anyways, I don't even remember. I feel like he said something else that was funny, but I don't.
Yeah,
he told us to like shake our chocolate milks or whatever. He's like,
oh yeah, we go to pay.
I'll make sure you shake those.
And then he's like, I can't do it for you because my wrist is broken or something.
How old is this guy?
He's like, I got you, bro. I
don't want to hurt my wrist.
How old do you think this cashier is?
Dude, I don't know.
He was probably like late 40s, early 50s.
Okay, that matches up. I can't lie.
But
the courage to say Todd really loud is only something that comes from a middle-aged man.
He gave me very like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I was gonna say like sweaty vibes, but I feel like that doesn't mean what I think it means, and so I just can imagine him being really sweaty.
He's like cranking 90s.
Like he wasn't. He wasn't Italian, but he was like so close. If that makes
lost. Sense. Oh, I thought you said he was an Italian, and then like he lost his Italian. He's been at the gas station too long.
He had everything short of the accent. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
was getting those vibes.
Yeah, he looked exactly like it. But
Dang.
So yeah,
interesting man.
those are all the funny people that Matthew and I have run into in the last couple of weeks. So
No.
Wow.
last couple of days actually.
Well,
Funny.
remember when I go to pay and then he sees my bracelet right here? And
Oh
just,
yeah.
put on the whole armor of God by standing firm, keeping the commandments, And then he's like, "What does that say?" So I show it up to him and he reads it. I don't think he reads it all the way, bro. He just looks at it and goes, "Works for
but
me."
it's like a wraparound wristband. There's no way he could have read it unless you were like,
Yeah.
So you could have just been like, "Oh, it says," you know what I mean?
I could have, but man,
Matthew didn't feel like being helpful, I guess. So whatever, just let that guy struggle.
Fucks.
He doesn't.
So he was just like, "Yeah, that works."
Works for me.
What a goon, man.
That's just
Dang.
wild, dude.
He was great though. So if you guys are ever like jonesing for some chocolate milk at 11 p.m., go to the Top Stop by McDonald's, man.
Yeah.
You'll find him.
I would
He's there
love to. Is
lurking
that the one by Wendy's too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll make sure to check it out.
That little corner is bussin'.
Yeah, they got KFC, A&W, McDonald's, Wendy's, the Lehigh Roller Mills.
That's a
Subway right there, kitty corner.
Yeah,
Arctic
Crazy.
Circle down the street.
Kabuki.
Yeah. What a
Dang.
cute little
Macy's,
Macy's,
Jack and Jill's.
Jack and Jill's, man.
They got all the goods.
They got all the goods. Well, yeah, I'm fresh out of time here, but if you guys want to keep going, don't let me stop you. Ram Talk Podcast with Andrews and Matthew. I'm into it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Love
All
you,
right, guys.
Tacen.
Hey, Tacen, really fast. Quick yay of the day.
Quick yay of the day, bow ties. All right. See you later, gentlemen.
All right, see you, man.
Wow, they was out quick.
He's got places to be.
Facts.
Do you got a yay of the day, Anders?
I already gave mine.
Did we do that at the beginning?
No, I did. I did it at the beginning. I lost my A of the day, so I can do a new one.
All right, new one.
Sorry, I need you to go first. I can't
I'm
think
trying
of
to
mine.
think. I'm trying to think of mine.
I got my A of the day.
All right, you go for it.
Matching outfits.
Really?
I like matching outfits. I think they're
Yeah.
quite fun. You know, sometimes it depends on who you're doing with, based on like how cute it is. But like throwback to 9th grade, or not 9th grade, 11th grade, when me and I think 9 of my friends all got matching shirts, and we all came to school one day wearing white Vans, blue jeans, and the same shirt, and we all looked identical. It was pretty cute. So shout out to matching outfits.
Facts. You're I feel like all during middle school you guys did that a lot.
Yeah, we all wore Hollister.
Was that something like that? Or you know what I was thinking about the other day? Your QT account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was best thing to ever happen at Westlake High School.
Yeah, now everyone in it is on a mission except me. So
Yeah,
everyone's been on a mission except me for almost a year now. So,
that's crazy.
but I'm out. I'm heading out.
Yeah. How are you
Yeah.
feeling? Feeling good?
You know, all right, not too shabby. Can't lie, I kind of wish I was out already, but
Yeah.
What you gonna
how
do?
cold is it in Denmark?
it's warmer than here. So in the winter, it's warmer than here, but it's really humid.
Yeah.
It's like the temperature range is like 40 to 70 degrees year round. That's it.
Dang.
So it's funny, like Saratoga will literally have a bigger temperature change in one day than Denmark does the entire year, which is kind of wild.
That is kind of wild. Utah weather be wild, and bro.
It's true. It's because we live in a desert, so it's 80 degrees in the day and 20 degrees at night.
I know.
That's an exaggeration, but it does hit like 45-degree differences sometimes.
Yeah. My yay of the day is extra Halloween candy. Like
Ooh,
leftover Halloween candy. When you just start finding them all over the house, you're like, whoa.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
How
pretty
was
sick.
that's the yay of the day. How was your Halloween weekend? You speaking of matching outfits, you guys
Oh yeah.
You look crazy
I'll
there.
see if I can. Halloween weekend was pretty all right. Headed down to Cedar City Friday night, went to the party there. It was a good time. Then we went to the party at Dixie the next day. It was a good time. Then we hung out at Brock's brother-in-law and sister's house all day on Sunday and had another good time there. Um, and headed back up. And then on Monday, I sat around and did nothing on that actual Halloween. So I was really sick on Monday.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but how about you, Matthew?
My Halloween, dude,
Yeah,
I'm not a big Halloween guy.
I agree. I'm also
Like
not a big Halloween guy.
I would go like in middle school and stuff, I would go trick or treating with my friends, but like I would just go home and then like that's all I did, you know.
Yeah.
So my Halloween this year, jazz game was on, so
Yeah.
I handed out candy for a little bit. I was on candy duty,
Mhm.
and then before the jazz game, and then I watched a jazz game. And it was
Nice.
fun.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Sounds like a blast.
it was a
What,
blast.
what's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? Okay, so my first thought was like Christmas, but I think I love the build up to Christmas more than actually
I
like Christmas.
I agree fully.
Oh, I'm gonna say my favorite holiday. I might have to give it to Thanksgiving, dude.
Really?
I don't know. Or yeah, maybe Thanksgiving.
Hmm. Interesting.
Just the vibes, dude. Thanksgiving has good vibes.
Yeah, I can't lie. My
There-
Thanksgivings they've fallen off lately.
Yeah.
Our family like kind of doesn't really like like last Thanksgiving, like every Sunday we go to my grandma's house for dinner. It's my family and my grandma.
Mhm.
Last thing, and we have mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff. Last
You guys
Thanksgiving
have
was
that meal
literally
every
just,
Sunday.
yeah, it's delicious. I've
Oh
had it
my
every day for my
goodness.
whole life. It's like not full Thanksgiving, but it's like you were there, weren't you?
I know. I just thought it was like something she just happened to cook that Sunday.
No, yeah, we do that most of the time. I mean, last night we had enchiladas, so it's a little bit different, but it was just a normal Sunday, but it's a Thursday. So kind of
That's
lame, but Christmas, I don't know. I
Christmas.
love,
I I'll give it to Christmas, but Thanksgiving is a close second.
hmm, I think I'll give it to Christmas. I feel like it's a bit of a given. The
Yeah.
season, the build up,
Build
just
up.
all. I'm a little bit sad because I'm barely missing. I mean, I'm gonna be here for a lot of the Christmas build up, but I'll be in the home MTC.
Yeah. What's your
Because
oh sorry, you can
oh there you go. You
what's your like are you as soon as Halloween's over, are you going Christmas music? Or are you waiting till December for Christmas music?
I wait till Christmas for Christmas music. I can't lie.
Like the day of Christmas?
Yeah, maybe Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Um,
Really?
I don't like. It's like I mean, it's not that I don't like Christmas music. It's just that I like other music a lot more. I'd rather listen to that. Like I don't have a problem with
You're
Christmas
not
music.
listening to Christmas music December 1st?
No,
Dude, interesting.
I feel like the vibes are there enough with the decorations because in Christmas and like during Christmas season, um, as you might know, I'm a bit of a night owl. I'm awake a lot at night.
Same.
My house is normally pitch black, but during Christmas season, the whole house is lit up because there's lights everywhere. I feel like that gives me enough of the Christmas vibes. And then just doing the activities. I can't lie, I'm a little bit sad this year because like I would have been in Denmark for Christmas, which would have been really cool. But now I'm gonna be in MTC, which is cool.
Let's
Like
throw an early Christmas, bro.
I would love to. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Um,
It's friends Christmas.
oh yeah. I don't know. I've been looking forward. I'll be 100% honest with you. My
Please,
whole life,
no lying here.
my whole life, ever since I was like 15, probably my whole life.
Your whole life.
I've looked forward to having Christmas and experiencing the Christmas season with a woman who I love. And now it's always been I have Christmas, but not the girl. And now it's the opposite. And now I have to wait until at least 2024.
Oh man.
Probably 2025, maybe even 2026. But the payout will be so worth it once we get there. For sure. For sure.
At big times.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I
it's just been everyone's just like, oh, since Halloween's over now, it's Christmas time. I'm like, bro, it's not even Thanksgiving.
no.
Like
It's
Thanksgiving
yeah, no, exactly.
still at the end of the month, so we still have a month, and then like
Yeah,
then you can start. I'm very passionate about it.
exactly.
I'm
No,
like,
I agree.
Thanksgiving ends, give it a couple days, right?
Yeah.
And maybe December 1st, roll out the Christmas
Mhm.
music.
Yeah.
But
What are your thoughts on the 4th of July?
4th of July, man. Kind of mid.
Can I give you my honest opinion on 4th
I'm
of
not
July?
gonna lie. Go for it.
Second best holiday.
Really?
The vibes. You
Wow.
talk about the vibes of a holiday, immaculate. Because not only, so first of all, like it's a different sense of
It's a different vibe.
vibe.
It's a different
Because Thanksgiving and Christmas, you gather with your family, you're cozied up inside. 4th of July is the sheer opposite. You're with a bunch of friends. It's a party. You're outside. There's my neighborhood every year does a big old 4th of July party. We get water slides. We get the
Wow.
barbecue. We get activities going, and they all happen in front of my house, which makes it even more convenient. But it's a whole vibe. And then you go and you watch fireworks with your friends and your family, and it's immaculate. You wake up, and the sense of patriotism, greatest country on earth in the history of the universe.
In NBA history.
Celebrate it. Yeah, greatest country in NBA history. Not even close. Who the freak is Canada? Get out of here.
Canada.
Or Mexico.
Sometimes I forget like there's NBA teams in a different country.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
Like, dang.
Yeah. I don't know. 4th of July is quite the holiday, I can't lie. It's quite a good one.
My neighborhood does that, but for Pioneer Day.
We do that for both.
Oh, look at you. I gotta come over to your neighborhood.
You do. Last year I spent 4th of July in my neighborhood and Pioneer Day with JJ in her neighborhood, because her neighborhood does stuff for it too. So it's pretty good. It's a good time.
Yeah.
I'm
not a big firework fan. Like I'd watch them from like far away, like finding a good lookout spot. Like I like the vibes then. But yeah.
I just like making out while watching fireworks, like with my homies. I've never done
picture
that.
Again?
I promise. Yeah.
And you're just never getting invited back on the pod.
Oh, my bad.
Screw the two week or the 2 episode a week schedule with Anders.
Yeah.
Dang. I will say my birthday is right before the 4th of July. So there's kind of like carryover celebration, but yeah.
What's your birthday again?
July 3rd.
Okay.
Andrew
hold on. Oh, I remember. Yeah, because his is the 2nd. And because I was trying to remember, because I knew it was the 2nd or the 3rd, but I couldn't, because my grandpa's birthday is the 3rd. Well, it was. Now he's dead.
It was his birthday.
I know. His birthday was the 3rd.
Changes birthdays when you die.
Yeah, and Andrew's birthday is the 2nd. So I couldn't remember if you have the same birthday as my grandpa or Andrew. That's my grandpa.
Shout to your grandpa.
And then Isaac Sword's birthday is July 7th. So lots of July birthdays. What's going on in October? End of September? To make all these babies people are. Like
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Well, maybe too much Halloween candy or something.
Facts. I think that would make an August baby, I can't lie. Something at the end of September. What's going on there?
Depends if they're late.
9/11 babies. I don't know. Like,
what's this podcast turned into, bro? We invite Anders on the pod and he goes crazy.
It's true.
Oh man. I was gonna talk about this with Tacen, but just it's still fall, right? Even though it feels like winter because of the weather.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do like a top five. Like, what are your top five things about fall?
All
I'll
right.
I'll start off my list to give you some idea.
Yeah.
When does like tech fall start? Like August, end of
It's
August?
technically September 21st.
Way off. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so from let's just go from like September to whatever
October.
calendar you want to put in there. Um,
Mhm.
Here's my top five. Not like ranked, but because I can't rank them, but we got pumpkin pie, bro.
Mm,
Break out the pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, for Halloween, maybe. Pumpkin pie stomp
nice.
through the roof. Okay. Love me some good pumpkin pie. My second top five things about fall, hoodies. You bring
Mm,
out the hoodies. It's hoodie season. Third one, football. College football's on, NFL football starts. Your Saturdays are just filled. If you're not doing anything, just sit on your couch, watch football. Fourth, Thanksgiving. Shot to
of course.
the debatable top one holiday for me. We'll see. And
Yeah.
then how many is that? Was that four?
That's 4.
My fifth one, I'm have to give to fall break.
Oh man.
So
Solid top 5.
woo,
I
solid
feel like
top.
you left out the most important one.
Oh no.
I can't lie. And that is the leaves.
Oh crap.
Fall is the most, look, I'm a summer guy through and through, but the the changing leaves are the single greatest thing about fall, in my opinion. It's the most beautiful time of the year by a long shot. Going up into the
I'm
mountains.
gonna take fall breakout, put fall leaves in, bro.
I respect it. I
Just
respect
remind
it.
me of that.
Yeah. The going up in the canyon, seeing the leaves change colors.
Got to
Even if you, I don't know what you do if you live in like Nebraska, fall probably sucks a little bit. But
yeah.
here in Utah, in Sweden, oh my goodness, so pretty. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm excited for fall in Denmark. I cannot lie. So
Anders is
quite
very
a pretty thing.
honest here.
I am honest.
Honest.
Um,
Honest.
but yeah, honest. That's
Honest.
how you say my name in Danish.
Uh-huh.
Honest. Yes. So we got the leaves changing colors. I'm gonna go with pumpkin things.
Pumpkin.
Delicious.
Like flavors.
So yeah, like and I'll lump in with that. I guess I'll say fall flavors. Like for example, the autumn spice milkshake at Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Delicious. So then we got pumpkin carving. Pumpkin
Really?
carving. I love pumpkin carving. I can't lie.
Really?
I go kind of hard.
Carving.
I kind of go hard with it. When I
Yeah.
was up in Logan, I carved 6 pumpkins in like an
Gee,
hour and a half.
who's this pumpkin carver master, Anders?
Yeah, it's because there was like a ward activity for a ward I wasn't in, but I carved so many pumpkins for them. It was great.
Dang.
Then I'll say, I have to go with hoodies. Hoodies is a dub. We love hoodies. I got a whole
Early
collection.
fall, it's like you're still going with the shorts
The
and
shorts and the hoodie.
on like that combination.
Fire combo. Fire combo.
But
Opens
when
up
it gets a little colder,
possibilities.
gotta throw on some pants.
Yeah.
Puma pants.
Let's see. I gotta think of number 5. See, I got a strong top 4.
That's a
like.
great top 4 right there. Just need
But
the starter.
I feel like I'm missing a small forward. Let's think. I'll give it to the beginning of fall when it's like 70 degrees outside. Those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Best 2 weeks. You go outside.
When the air is just crisp.
I got it. I gotta hand it to that.
That's a great top 5 right there, man.
Thank you. I agree. Yours is also quite great. Obviously.
I love fall, man. I usually I didn't love fall a lot. But now the last 2 years, bro, I'm falling in love with it.
I see what you did there.
Thanks.
I can't lie. Fall for me marks the end of summer, and that makes me a little bit sad.
That does,
But
yeah.
I have begun liking it more. I've never appreciated a summer as much as I have this one,
Oh, dude. I know.
and I've and just how I've never appreciated. I don't know. I must say Utah is pretty beautiful, and I love this summer was great because it wasn't smoggy. You
That's
see
true.
the mountains clear as day, and whenever it's smoggy, it seemed like it rained the next day.
Yeah.
And so it would never last a long time. The worst it was when we came, I think it was when I actually came back from Alaska. And holy crap, I've been to 5 states, six, 6 states, because I also went to Alaska and Seattle since the last time I was on here. My goodness, that's
Jeez.
wild. Um,
He's an international man.
Alaska, Seattle, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, New York, uh, Moab, no, not Moab, Cedar City, St. George, Logan, and then
Okay.
Copenhagen, Billund, Stockholm, Malmo, Reykjavik, man, and Cabo, and Mexico City, and Phoenix,
And Phoenix, Las Vegas.
and Las Vegas. That's a lot more than 5 states or 6 states.
Names all 50 US states.
Holy crap. Matthew, my life in the last 4 months has been a little bit ridiculous, man. I can't lie.
It really has.
Alaska, Seattle, New York, Georgia, Texas, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. I think that's all of them. And then also 4 other countries. Oh, and Canada. What the freak? Jeez,
Bro just is a world traveler.
it's true. I'm actually going to Japan tomorrow. Just kidding. I would die.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
man.
I think we gotta wrap it up.
I think we gotta wrap it up too. Thanks, Anders, for hopping on. We'll see if we
Thank you
can
for having me.
shut this off.
Of course.
Anything you want to plug your socials? I don't know. I feel like that's
Plug
a
the Church of
podcast.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Best
We need
church.
more exposure out there.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping on. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Rest of
You
your
as well.
any last words?
The church is true.
Facts. Peace.
See ya.
See ya, boys.